Hey boys, welcome back to round 8 of the Roosters career mode here, taking on the Seagulls. And last game we did lose to the Broncos. Our winning streak has come to an end, but you know, we just got to hit back now. We just got to get back into the momentum, and it's more rainy games. Like the funny thing is, I don't know if it's really been that many raining games for the Roosters career mode, but just the amount of games the videos I made recently. I've made like a lot of the Milford career modes, or Milford games, and they've all been wet and just more wet conditions, dude. That's probably the only thing. Just too many rainy games in this in the game. It's a bit too frequent, but we're not gonna start the game off too strongly. We kick it dead, and that's a long way dead. I thought kicking it like high in the air it wouldn't actually go that far, but the wind obviously just took it. And it sailed dead, so not a good start to the game, and hopefully we're not on a bit of tilt, obviously, because losing against the Broncos, I didn't think we played too badly against the Broncos. It was just they they played very well. A couple of errors from us, but yeah, they capitalized, and like I said, we just can't do stuff like that right here. Will Smith is gonna score. You know, it's gonna look like one of the worst offloads ever, but I tried to pass it before the tackle, so I didn't want to offload the ball, but the contact came a little too soon, and it resulted in an offload. And you know, regardless, I shouldn't have tried for the pass anyway inside our like 10-meter line, but yeah, it backfired, man. It backfired on us pretty hard. So 6-0 to the Seagulls early in this game. It started a bit rough, obviously, and they're back on the attack again. And it's going to be a long ball there. Nicarima, I think it was. He came out of the line. I thought he had the intercept, but no. It's going to be Brett Stewart. He got hold of the ball just in front of Nicarima, and he's going to score the second try. It's one of those times where if they're that close to the try line and they do like a long cutout pass, it's either intercept or a try. You can't defend it. You just have to come up with the intercept, and unfortunately right there it didn't pan out that way. As a beautiful, really good play right there. And it's gonna be, who was that? Jake Friend tackled with the ball. We spread it out to Kenny Dowell. I thought he was gonna go straight through, but good defense. And then Pierce, he puts on the little grubber. He regathered his own kick. It rebounded off one of the Seagulls players, but unfortunately we get held up just before the line, I think. And then the Seagulls have a bit of confusion at the back here. Unfortunately, just things aren't going our way. We should have had the ball inside the 20-meter line, but who was that? Jake Friend, I think it was. He came up with a high shot. I just couldn't believe it. Just this game, things were not going right for us. But Kenny Dow, thankfully, the Seagulls getting a little loose right there, going to the sideline in wet conditions, not a good idea. And Kenny Dowell does some good stuff there, takes him over the sideline. And we finally get a chance to actually attack in this game. It's going to be Nicarima, gives it off to Ferguson. It was a good pass, but good defense as well from the Seagulls. His last play, and we kick it across field, and I couldn't believe that was ruled as caught in goal. It would 100% bounced, and then Cherry Evans here, what is even happening? He's brushing off tacklers left, right, and center. But that kick definitely bounced. I mean, it didn't really matter. They would have got the ball regardless. But I thought it was a little tough call. But then Lewis Brown, it was a good pass. So he ran a good line and then beat a couple of tacklers, and we couldn't catch up. I thought who was it? I think Kenny Dowell that side, or maybe Tupou. One of the two were pretty close. I thought they were going to be able to catch him before he got the try, but Lewis Brown is pretty quick in the game, and we weren't able to stop the tries. Last play before the half, and we're looking to score, and it's going to be that man Kenny Dowell. I don't know what happened there with the defense. I think it was George Tafua. What was that? What was that effort? It was so strange. I've never seen that sort of a tackle. It's sort of like he got brushed off with the palm. We sort of hold up here with Mitchell, just looking for some support, looking to attack just before the break, and we do hit just before the break, so 16-6, and scoring like that, we are down by 10 points, but getting the momentum going into the break is usually a pretty big deal in the NRL, so hopefully it carries over into this game, and we can just find a bit of form. This game we've just been all over the shop, we've been very sloppy, I mean, things things haven't gone our way, but we haven't played the best either, so we can't blame it all on the decisions or the unluck right there. As Scott Bolton playing for the Seagulls takes hold of that one, as Cherry Evans here just blitzes us straight up the middle. He just, man, I just couldn't stop him. Cherry Evans is very, very good in this game. I mean, he's good in real life. I know people talk shit about Cherry Evans, but right here he just went straight up behind the ruck and then beats, who was that, Ferguson at the back. And, I mean, by this stage, I thought we were shot, dude. I thought the Seagulls were all over us. Their plays were just dominating us, but, you know, we're not out of it just yet. Daniel Tupou here does some good stuff, beats a tackler, but Brett Stewart puts him straight in his ass right there. 22-6, you know, it's not done and dusted yet, but it's going to take a fair bit of comeback. The rain had eased up, and we could throw it around a bit more, but unfortunately the rain is back, so we're going to have to play a little smarter with the footy. As 4 tackle here, looking to spread out to the right. It's not bad play, but unfortunately Paulie over on the play, so the overlap was sort of squandered right there. As last play, looking to run it. In fact, I didn't really want to run the ball, but it went to Dylan Napa on the last tackle, and I didn't want to put in a kick in with him, so we tried to run it, didn't pay off. As Tupou again makes good ground, but the clock is ticking down. It's going down pretty quickly at the end of this game. It's still 22-6. Last play here, and Mitchell Pearce goes back to the blind side. Tupou, he's been a bit of a go-to man in this late in the second half. I saw the overlap out there. I thought it was a good idea to get it out there. I didn't mean to go that wide to Daniel Tupou, because he was the man that was marked, but thankfully he beat the one-on-one tackler, and a pretty big kick coming up for Mitchell. I timed it terribly. Latrell Mitchell though still connects, so that's a big kick in the game. Obviously, the Seagulls did miss a kick, so it wasn't vital, but I didn't want to go to extra time if it went to that. As Tupou again making good ground, but 10 minutes left, 22-12. Third tackle here. We got a fair bit of room out to the middle. It's Takiahu there. I stepped when I shouldn't have stepped, and Brett Stewart came up with a big tackle. And then once again, Mitchell Pearce that time held up over the line. The Seagulls' scramble defense is just impeccable this game, as Pearce last tackle puts in a decent grubber, and it's going to be Dale Copley picks the ball up and scores a vital try in this game. You know, we couldn't get across with running the ball, but a good little kick here, and Dale Copley just swoops on it. A perfectly placed one. It went between the Seagulls players, straight into Copley's arms, and he scores, like I said, a very vital try to keep us in this game, keep us alive. And Latrell Mitchell makes no errors with that kick, so 22-18. Still a fair bit of time left. 4 minutes, not too long, but Tupou finds himself in open space once again. The big step back on the inside. Brett Stewart, though, he comes up with a try save right there. I can't believe Tupou got run down. And I mean, right there, you know, I don't usually go for penalties, but we had to get the quick play of the ball, and unfortunately Stewart, you know, it should have been a penalty. In a game like that, that should be a sin bin if they hold down in that situation. And it's a fitting call, but we got a good chance here, a sin bin in this game. Nicarima going from dummy half. What a try saver that was. There was a massive hole, but just jamming in there. But unfortunately for the Seagulls, off the back of that, they all had to jam in and make the tackle. And we just had the room out wide. All we had to do was spread it out. The Seagulls players did not number up at all well. And Latrell Mitchell with the final kick to win the game. We don't time. I thought I fucking missed that kick. I timed it terribly. But thankfully Mitchell, his kicking was on point this game. And it's been a pretty good comeback. We played absolutely shocking for like 50-something minutes. But we came away with the win. So, I mean, I can't be too disappointed. The last 20 minutes was pretty solid from us. We need to pick our act up though. It's pretty... there weren't even that many errors, honestly. Only 5 errors, so we weren't that bad. Cherry Evans man of the match, probably deservedly. But hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.